So I know it clearly has been a while since I've bothered recording the video, but obvious reasons, no proper equipment, no computer, no nothing, because I'm fucking broke and all that, but, um, I figured I'd just record something just to get something off my chest that I feel like I should get off my chest. Um, so since last July, I was in a relationship. And clearly, you guys know, during the month of July, we were in the middle of a pandemic. We still are, but you get the idea. And apparently, that was not a good time for me to try to start a relationship. It's especially for the fact that I was strictly going to be long distance because of the pandemic. And I don't think I could ever do long distance because if I'm since the pandemic started, I haven't really felt like myself because I've been separated from friends and people that I know very well for a very long time, and I just wasn't feeling it. And I was hoping that the relationship that I was in at the time would help me get through it, but it didn't help much because obviously I can't do long distance and I can't see that significant other. So I wasn't being very happy. I wasn't happy with myself mostly. But then I had I had noticed that it just wasn't going the way that a normal relationship should go. I felt like I felt like certain stuff was being forced on me when they shouldn't. And like I kept going on with it. I kept moving on, just trying to suppress it as much as possible. But in everything, in society, there's a line that has to be drawn. And more recently, that line was crossed. So which is why I want to point this out to those watching before I get on with what happened. Don't let people make decisions for you because it is your life, which means it's your decisions to make. Your own life is under your own control. It is under no one else's control. Don't let anyone try to make decisions for you. And if honestly someone doesn't like how you are and they want you to change from who you are naturally because they don't like who you are as a person naturally, don't listen to them. Because that is not their decision to make. But if you, as a person, want to change in some way, that's fine. Because that is your decision to make. It is no one else's decision to make. Which is why I wanted to bring this up. The reasoning behind the ending of my very first relationship recently happened to be because of, and I know this is a very stupid reason to be dumped for, but it's all because of like who I follow on social media. Like, as if that, like, the kind of people that you follow on social media should not matter in any way, shape, or form, especially in a relationship. They should not care about that, because that is not up to them. Like, you're not gonna find someone in the world that doesn't do stuff like that, that doesn't follow those kind of people. There are always gonna be people like that, and you just gotta live with it. It's just how life is. Because you're not in charge of making anyone else's decisions. But what you are in charge of is making your own decisions. No one else, and no one is responsible for making decisions for you. So if anything, just mind your own damn business. And if you have a problem with someone because of who they are and whatnot, that's not your goddamn decision to make. That is their decision to make, not yours. So stay in your own lane, please. So yeah, it was really the events of what happened recently with the breakup that, I felt like I needed to get this out. So, but as I said, don't let people make decisions for you. Your life is not in the control of anyone else. Your own life is in the control of you and you alone. No one else. So if someone wants you to change, don't listen to them. If anything, just tell them to go fuck off. Because it's not their fucking decision to make. It's not their job to be making your decisions. Making your decisions is your job. No one else's. So with all that in mind, if you're looking to be in a good relationship, I would recommend, coming from my point of view, I recommend not doing it in a time like this when we are still in the middle of a pandemic. And also, if you want to get into a relationship, make sure there is mutual control. It needs to be a perfect balance. One shouldn't have control over the other just because of how they want their respective partner to be. That's not their decision. Their only decision is how they are as a person, not how their partner is as a person. So make sure that if you're going to be in a relationship, it needs to be a perfect balance. There can't be one over the other, because it's just not going to work that way. So I guess to end it off, so just keep it simple. Stay in your own lane, and don't let people make your own decisions for you, because that's not their job. You are in charge of making your decisions. No one else is in charge of making your decisions. So don't let people force other things onto you just because they want to. It's like, I understand, like, the people I follow on social media, that I've been following on social media, it's not something that, like, any normal, it's not like necessarily normal accounts and all that, like, PG accounts rather. But, like, that's my decision to make. Like, if you don't like it, then, like, that's not my fucking problem. That is my decision to make. That is not your decision to make. Because I'm almost 19. I can make my own decisions. That's not your job. That's mine. And as for those that have had stuff forced onto them, yeah, don't listen to them. Don't let people force things onto you that you don't want. Your decisions are to be made by you and you alone, no one else. So anyway, I think I'm just gonna stop it there. So, thank you guys for taking the time to watch this, and if there's anyone out there that is in this kind of situation where things that they don't want being forced upon them is being forced upon them, be sure to reach out to them and, like, try to help them in some way. Let them know that their decisions, their lives, is under their control and no one else's. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I can't say when the next time I'll record is, because as I've said many times before, I don't have a computer. I don't have a proper setup. I'm only running off of a phone and tablet, so I've got practically nothing. But at some point in the future, I will try to record something. Something. I can't promise when that be or what it will be, but I will look into it and I will see what I can do. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys.